Oh. Is that on?
I can see you.
Aha! Can you hear me?
No.
You can't hear me. Give me a second.
Wait. It's still like,
No, I won't be able to hear you. I can't see shit here. I don't even know if I'm on. Am I on? Lil? You gotta answer me. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Blah. Says it's working. Am I on? If I click that, what happens? Ah, no.
No, you need to shout it.
Right, okay. So I'm live. Yeah. Right, well, give me a second because I can't see a bloody thing. It doesn't show me the chat, and I don't know where. If anyone's watching this or listening to this, I can't see anything. You have to give me a minute to figure out what bloody hell I'm doing. Streaming. Five watching. How? Sorry then, if you're watching. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. I can't see anything, so I have no idea. I should have to turn this down as well. Anytime now, YouTube. Why is this thing going so slow? Come on. This is not my laptop, may I add. This is my wife's laptop for work. And my stuff isn't in here yet. So. Ha! Dylan, meet the wife. That's muted. Anyone else in there? Oh, Steve. All right, mate. That bloody quick. I've got a delay on here from what I see. What I need to do is figure out how to see the chats from StreamYard, because StreamYard's live, but this one isn't, so I don't see the chats. And it's really weird because I'm behind you. Right, this is freaky. Well, generally, I was going to do stream like what I do every day, which is I'm going to feed these for now, and then I'm going to pair some. Is that paused or something? I don't know. I'm so behind on this. I'm really confused. I have to sort this out with StreamYard because I've not a clue what's going on. I also don't know why I've got a random mantis on this jar.
We can't see your head.
I know. So yeah, I was going to feed these. So first thing I've got to do is get what I feed them with, which is these are special. I got these special. These are just green flies, which I've been culturing lately, and they're really quick and easy to feed these. But that's. Let me sit down. Ow. this terrible weather, because it's been really warm, it is playing havoc, these guys, so they're all thirsty. You won't be able to see these, will you? I might show you in a minute. I'm second guard to get up and move again. And dump that. Basically, all I do is chuck a few green flies in, like this. Pop the lid back on, give them a drink. Job done. Let me grab on and see if I can show you. These was freshly hatched, but I've got some new ones there. Maybe able to see them. So I can get this guy in the bottom of the pot. So it's not showing me anything here, so I don't know if you can see anything. There's a tiny little mantis. It's so far behind this, what I'm watching on YouTube now. This was not intended, so I just figured while I was doing this, I would turn on my camera. And these guys seem to be very hungry. So I've been out times this week how I feed so many mantis in such a short period of time. Well, I'm going to get rid of this chat a second. I'm going to whiz on to StreamYard so I can see it as I see it. It's like, yeah. See, some of these have actually bolted already, so this is now an I2. That will go on a different shelf for me. So there's me twos, there's me ones still. That's a 2. Spray. Feed. Get in. Get in. And pop the lid back on. Job done. And just repeat that really, and that's basically what I have to do every day. Several times. Several hundred times. That's a 1. We've got here 2. So I've got them arranged to the back. I've got them like 1, 2, 3, 4 at the moment. These guys. I'll chuck a few of them in. So I say 2 that. See skin. Well, while I'm here, because everybody should be out now at the IHS show in Milton Keynes. Oh yeah, 1. So nobody should be here. That's why I did the test now. So I figured all I'm going to do is turn this camera on and see what happens. If it all turns up, turn up. If they don't, I get to test StreamYard, which at the moment is doing the editing because I've no idea how to get it so I can see the chats. And got a kick out of a man, you see it. Get in there. Have some of these flies that go on the floor here. Yeah, on the... yeah, can have them. There you go. You're a 1. It's quite quick to feed these with the green fly. Doesn't matter if they go on the table. Like you just seen, I just flick them back up again. 2. You slide him off the top. Give him a drink. Chuck some green fly in. Or aphids if you want to be posh. But there's my 2s. That mouse is going to piss me off in a minute. So 1, get in there. I have so many green flies. I go through several thousand a day green flies, which is a serious amount. But because I can put anything up to 10 green flies in with the mantas, because I don't seem to disturb them when they molt, it makes life a lot easier. So on the green fly stage, I don't have to feed them every single day. That's the 2. But I still have to give them a little bit of a drink. So I'm going to check around chats in a second, see if anybody is here. If you're not, don't blame you. It was only a test stream anyway. As I have to feed these.
Dylan is asking, how do you get so many green flies?
How do you get so many green flies, Dylan? Luckily, I have a YouTube secretary who's just told me what you said, because I can't see the chats. Well, I started off by getting them from my roses. And then I put them in a jar with a bit of substrate in the bottom and some pea seeds. And obviously, it takes a couple of days for the peas to grow. But then you chuck some aphids in there, and it's bon appetit. This is so annoying. And an aphid will live about 15, 20 days, female. The males have wings, generally black. That period of time, she will have maybe 80 to 100 live young. It's quite a lot. So it's pretty much a similar ratio to flies. I know, so they can have up to 2,000 eggs for a fly. Yeah, but does 2,000 live? Nah, aphids do. They all seem to live. So, right, so good. But if you just go outside in your garden and have a look around, you'll find things that you can start colonies with. So rather than feeding well, it doesn't matter what it is, your arthropod with what you find outside, it's a wise idea to breed what you find outside and then feed them the offspring. And then that way, if there is anything wrong with your outside find, as it were, it's not going to pass on anyway. And most insects, you can fix them up overnight by giving them something to eat. If you overfeed them, like if you find something that, I don't know, let's say you found crickets. I know that's unlikely in England, but you found crickets and you give them something clean like lettuce or whatever, then it usually cleans out the system. And I can attest for this because if you go and buy snails to eat, for us to eat that is, they perch them before you eat them, which means they give them something, just one type of food that they know is fine. Like they might just give them romaine lettuce for a day or two, and then we eat them. So same works for our mantis and other things, I suppose, spiders, etc. What are you, 2? So I got a different shelf. I mean, it was 40 here, so as you see, it didn't take that long. I'd normally prefer to stand up because it doesn't hurt me back, but I can do it much, much quicker. One. Get in there. And these green fly in here will last maybe 3 days. Still have to water them. You see, the problem with flies is if you've got not these kind of flies, but like your Hydias and your Melaganastas, the main problem you've got, get in your pot, is they buzz around a lot and they stress out the mantis, whereas these guys seem to just sit on the top and move very, very, very slowly. So if your mantis is up for molting, it will still molt with the green fly in the pots with them. They don't care, don't disturb them, which is all good and well. All well and good. 1, 2. This is where I start to hurt now at this point, sitting down. And this is where I start to itch because green flies are climbing up my arms, which is a bit annoying. You get used to it. But the good thing is, if you've got paintbrushes like this, they actually stick to the paintbrush. As soon as you touch them, they stick to it, and then you just pick them up, tap them in, job done. You just cleaned up your green flies. You know, one. So that's around 40 mantis there done. And what I'm going to do is, after this, I'm going to have a look at 2 other mantis. Well, more than 2 actually. That I might be pairing today. One was paired, which like a month ago, but she hasn't bothered laying an ooth yet for some reason. So I'm assuming that the male was a bit on the old dysfunctional side. So I might have to pair her again. The only trouble is she's gone really, really fat because she should have laid an ooth already. So I'm going to struggle to pair her because can't really give her a lot to eat. So he's going to have to be quick and he's going to connect in there. Once he's connected, I'm not going to worry because it's quite unusual for him to start tearing heads off and stuff once they're connected. Yeah, only a few left. This one's stuck. Stop. Get in. Oh, you get out. Get in. Get in. But yeah, that's well. Me generally, I'm quite lucky with these. I don't know if I'm lucky. I don't get much of a die off. In fact, get something like 95%, I guess, that survive. Like you've seen now, I've just done these 40, it's been picked them off the shelf and I died, so I didn't expect it to have died. These are cryptics and they're tough as old boots. Really, really are a tough mantis, so yeah. My wife's hovering around in the background for some reason, so she wants me to have a look what she's doing. Probably wanted me tough. There's ones. Oh, last one is a 1. Okay. He's on there. Chuck him some stuff in it. Yeah, have some food. The hard part for me is my eyes are crap. And this is also a difficult part. Now they just run around the lid. They don't actually climb down. They just run around the lid of here. Which is, you can get them back in if you want to spend 300 years doing it. But I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to tap them in with my assassin in a bit. And they can have some green fly breakfast. So there you go. On here, I have tiny caterpillars that you're not going to be able to see. I found them on rose bushes, and these are from, I think, sawflies. Yeah, sawfly larvae. So I'm just chuck these in, ghost mantis maybe, and when they hatch, free food. Anyway, that's them out of the way. I had to get rid of them out of the way. I've got some more freshly hatched ones that need feeding. But I'm not doing that now because I have to be a bit more selective on the food. And I can't be bothered at the minute, so I'll do it in a bit. Right, they go down there, they go down there. There you go. Nice and happy. So what I'm going to do is check out the mantis I have, which is up there. She should have laid. Oh my god. I need a little stool or something because I'm incapable of reaching that high without breaking in half. And I can't find a little stool. There's always a little stool, and I can't find it. There it is. Ah, hidden. Thanks. Do my assistant there? Help me. Ah. Oh, she might be too big. She might be too big. I might have to just call this one off. This one's going to be pretty nasty, I suppose. Go on, sweetheart. Hello. Yeah. That's what you call pretty nasty. She's already. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Whoa, that's my finger. Get off my finger. Let's have a look at you. Come on. Ow, that hurts. These buggers really hurt. There you go, she's all right now. This is a lineola, or an African lion mantis. And she's a big one. She's really, really chunky there. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to give her anything else to feed. So I'm going to get the sexy time plant, which yes, I do have. And it is a dead plant, which makes it easy for me because there's no leaves on it to get in the way. Come on, babe. Honey, no, on the main stand. Come on. Go on there. Get off. A drink. Please don't spray your mantis in the face like I just did. It's not too bad with one this size, but if you've got a nymph, you're going to drown it. But some of the big ones you can get away with. Come on, girl. Stop. Good girl. Should we find your boyfriend? Find your boyfriend. It's one I made earlier. No, wait. Sexy time for you. Yeah. I think what we'll do first, get that lid, put him down there, get rid of that. Chinese mantis there, wobbling around. Right?
Claire and our eye naturalist is there.
Oh, okay. Right, so here we have female mantis. It's probably terrible distance on this. I can't really see. And she's really, really chunky. Now, I'm going to give her a very small locus just to keep her busy. But I'm going to give this guy, I think, you can see him. I'm going to give this guy a small locus as well first. Now I've got there. What are they? Small, big? Small. Oh no, they're huge, aren't they? That'll do. Escaping. I'll be careful with these. I'm always dropping them and getting them all over the place, and you have to shut the door when you've got an emergency. Let's run over here. And hopefully, this guy will, as you noticed, more interested in coming on to me, really. Oi! Oi, dopey! Look at this. Look! Oh yeah, that was some takedown, wasn't it? Just take off. That was a take off. That was not takedown. That was take off. Just gently takes it off you. If I did that with her, which we'll see in a minute, if you're still here, she would probably almost take my finger off, even though she's massive. And this is how my life progresses each day. I would normally put these away first before I do any of this. So everything is a case of I do one thing and then that takes a bit of time, so I have to do another thing while I'm waiting. So he's eating, she's getting comfortable. My next, I move on to my next job. Nearly fell on the floor then, which will be probably feeding these nymphs behind me, which are a completely different nymph. I may even try those on these caterpillars. They may eat them. Yeah, they may just eat these. So I might try them. I don't know. Either way, I've got fruit fly cultures. These are not. These are epicas in pots. They're fruit fly cultures on the end. And this is also another one that's got hundreds in. I'm going to put these away, and then I'm going to get these other pots, and I'm going to chuck them. Let me shift that over there. So there, good go. Yeah, I do talk to them. I'm mental. So I'm going to put these away, which is only there. The way the room is now organised is pretty good, to be honest with you. I've got the nymphs, 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s in different species on shelves there, right opposite me. And I can simply stand where the camera is now, take my nymphs, put them on the table, feed them over here, put them back on the shelf and get the next lot. So it's really quite a production line. It's pretty quick. So rather than people thinking, oh wow, it takes you all day to do it, it doesn't. It takes about an hour and a half to feed a lot, 500 plus maybe. Yeah. You do about 500 an hour, I reckon, with flies. And probably even faster with aphids if nobody's watching me. I just whiz them over. So it's quite a quick process, no big deal. I wish I could say if anyone was there, otherwise I might just be talking to myself, but I can. So, right, I'm just going to put these away. These are my 3s first. Oops. There is a hell of a lot here. Well, these are my 3s. What I need is, I think, some kind of body cam, like the police are. When I move around, got the job sorted. I also have, up the top there, 21 species of isopod that need feeding today, which is a quick thing. They're awesome because I can feed those once a week, make sure they've got some humidity and they're damp enough, whatever. And I just stick them back on the shelf and forget about them. I've checked them a bit more during this hot weather because, as you possibly know, isopods are a bit sensitive to drying out. So we don't want that. And I've got this bloody ring light here and I don't know why. It's just getting in my way. Because I've got no blinds in here yet. Which means I've got a big sun coming through here and whacking me right in the face. Was going to check these, which are cockroaches. Go through and do them in a minute. Get a quick dinner. These also get fresh food. Put glass on. For the minute. Oh, that's what's left of fresh food. That was an apricot. It's just a stone. That's pretty handy. Probably stick that in there actually. But these are, you see that dubia roaches? Really simple. This is, I can hear them. And this is bioactive. Obviously, Ormishov is bioactive apart from them, to be honest. And what I generally do with these, I give them a bit of fish food. They seem to like it. There's dead leaves in here and what they actually do eat. So they're fine, they're quite happy. Just give them a quick spray on one side there. You get humidity in. And later on, I'll put a bit of lettuce or something in there. Whatever is to hand. Same with these guys. But these are different. They've done the same trick, which is leave me apricot seeds. And these are red runners. There's one you think they're all dropped off. But these are red runners. I'm not feeding these yet. I do feed the dubias. Get off to the mantis, but not these guys. Not yet anyway. This is a new colony. And all this is I don't want to do this. I'm going to risk it. There's porridge oats in here. Like a bag of cheap, not even a quid, porridge oats in here. And these are out of cricket boxes. So I just shove them in. Get off. And they're happy with that. And I'm going to give these guys some fish food as well because they need a bit of protein. So yeah, they can have a bit of fish food. I'll keep them busy until later when we feed the snails. Because when we feed the snails, we've got to cut up all the fresh veg and stuff. And that's when the isopods, roaches, and the fruit beetles get their dinner, really. I just like to give them a bit of protein now and again. And this is one of our boxes of springtails, which, whatever people saying about keeping them damp and all the rest of it, damp, yes. Wet, no. It's a bad move. Generally, you can't see these. You probably can in another video. Generally, what I do for springtails, again, bit of fish food. No other kind of food. No. I don't give them any veg and nothing like that. Why the hell would I want this to stink out? And I just sprinkle it around like that. Well, basically, I've just got, well, that substrate, fish food. I've got some orchid bite meat in there, so you've got somewhere to lay their eggs on. That's it for them. In here, millipedes. If I can find them, because they all love to bury. No, can't find a bloody one. Gentle with these. I ain't got many in here because they died, unfortunately. I saw some last night, so no, these are not dead. Anyway, these are just simply a really deep substrate, so they're probably buried anyway. And I chucked loads and loads of heaps on top and a bit of back. So I'm just going to give these a little bit of fish food as well. And these are, well, a lot of fish food now. These are Thai rainbows and ivory, I think, if I remember rightly. Ivory millipedes. Please don't ask me the bloody Latin name for millipedes because I don't know a single one, I don't think. Or if I do, it'd be a struggle. How are you doing? You threw that crap up that? Again, this tank here has got crickets in it at the minute. So I'm just going to give some of the fish food that spill. Put this away. Right. And when we check these, how you doing, pal? Right, God, hurry up. He's taking forever. The way I feed my nymphs in fruit flies is maybe different for others, I don't know. I generally get much substrate like this one. I normally get my my nymphs ready, so I'm not messing about. These are the Juscula, I4s, and Parasphendale, the new SP with the blue legs, which I have seen a male adult They look pretty cool. So like some. I can't see this guy, but I can. He's just arrived here. Come on. Don't attack me. Come on. Anyway. Schedule Life Army. That is a sub-out Chinese mantis. I'm just sitting on top of some of my other nymphs. Now he's decided he's going to climb onto me. Do you want to join me? Okay. And this is generally how it works for me. There's always something crawling on me from somewhere. Yeah, come on. You got a plant there, mate. Put on that plant. Yeah. You don't want to go in a box, do you? Yeah. Yeah, plant. Yeah, plant. Going on the 1 minute, so possibly Thursday. That's pretty much how it works. Fruit flies. Right, Dave. Box like this. I've got a bit of Vaseline around the top there. Flies. Not many come out of that, did they? It does now. Right. Chuck the top on. Paintbrush. Spray. Open. Spray. Flick. Close. Done. And next. And that's it. That's your luck. Yes, the new Post Van Dale. Now tap the box out, all the flies drop down to the bottom again. Which obviously, get in there. Dude. Look, dinner. Give that spray. But this weather is gagging, honestly. I don't know what it is here at the moment. It's getting quite warm. It says 25.5, but it feels about 95. So warm. There we go. You nearly finished that, pal. You ready for sexy time? Your reason for living. That's generally my thing every day. You do get quite quick at it. You do get used to it. And
say hi to everyone in chat because there's a lot of people there.
Hi everyone in chat, everything. The wife just told me I've got to say hi to everyone in chat. I cannot see chat. So thanks for coming. I didn't think anyone would come. And I was testing to see if I could get this working on StreamYard, and I've sort of got it working. Because I just can't see chat at all. I have no idea what I'm supposed to click to get to see chat. So I'll have to wait until everyone comes back from the IHS who uses StreamYard and can tell me. Because all I'm seeing now is like the test studio in StreamYard. So I have no idea what to do any other way. Get in there, you. He's taking his time, honestly. He's well taking his time. It's not your last meal, mate, I promise. Not lost on me before. I'm not going to start now. Yeah. I've got the paintbrush of doom. Look, she'll not get you. Bet she bloody will now. I've said that one. She just made me look right and no. Right. There it is.
Steve said happy Father's Day.
Oh yes, happy Father's Day, Steve. Thanks. Now I've got wife, which is a completely different room. She's going checking the PCs, reading a chat, and then come running in and telling stuff. I knew there was a reason why I married her. I didn't think I'm going to be on this stream with it on today. I really, really thought nobody would be around and it would be a safe time try and get on StreamYard and figure it out. So thanks for being there. You must be really, really, really bored. To be honest. This was what it's took me all this time. I've still not mated them yet. I'm not even sure they will. I think she's going to be a bit. Oh, you got big quick. It's a nice beast. You can't see it, can you? I don't know why I'm showing you. I have to set some other cameras up in here. And we're going to have fun on shortly in here, evidently, so it tells me. And everything's just gone dark, and that was all I'm done. Well, I'm just chatting away. When I get this sorted, I'll get the camera further back, so I have a head and everything. And yeah, that's my plans for the future. I'll get the camera further back, and I'll get some other kind of camera on the go. I don't know, whatever, on a little stand. And when I want to show you something, I'll get a click over to another camera, so you get to see things close up rather than me running around the table and trying to do it in front of the webcam, which is a good webcam. For some strange reason, Stream won't let me use it at its proper quality. I don't know why. I think I have to pay for that. And they can get stuck, basically, because I am not paying for something I do not know how to use properly. And there is no real way of support. Some bloke wants to come round and can't use it. Sure, I'll might pay for it. Until then, get stuffed. Right, that's them. For my next trick, I suppose. Thank you, mate. You've got a leg left. Oh, no, you haven't. You've got a bit more than a leg left. Bloody hell. Right, he's going to take a minute. He's going to take a minute. I do have another one that I intend to pair. I don't want to get Chinese mounties and I wander around. I've got another one I want to pair. And while I'm here, sat here, I should go into YouTube and see if anyone is still. Or is there in the first place? Ah, Craig! Shady, Norfolk. Well, thanks for coming, because, like, I wasn't supposed to be doing this. Oh, Milton Keynes, was it any good? No? Not telling me? Look at that, I've not even sat down yet. I am so far behind on this stream. Wait a minute. Where am I here? That's better. Yeah, there's a massive delay. I don't know why. Hi, Claire. You're right. This is just a test, Claire. I didn't know how to use StreamYard, so I was messing about with StreamYard. And I figured I might as well just turn the camera on while I'm doing my normal work of the day, which is just feeding and breeding and God knows what. And now I can't figure out how to put my ring light on. It's all gone dark. Oh, I hate it, honestly. Technology needs fixing. I hope that's not for you. Is it? No.
What?
I hope it's not stuttering in there for you. No. Ah!
It freezes the screen sometimes.
Yeah, I think it's me messing about. Right, it's not the quality of the thing or anything. It's me messing about with StreamYard trying to figure out how to get it working. So yeah, I want to breed these. I want to pair these, but unfortunately, he's taking forever to eat this locust. So I've got to wait for him to finish munching on that. I had 4 of these male adult Africans, and this week 2 have died. I think it's mainly the son. been so warm here. It sort of got old. It was getting on a bit though. This one has wing rot. So like a fungal infection on its wing ever since day one. I didn't give it 5 minutes, but he's about a month and a half, 2 months old now. And his wing's slowly being eaten away. But it doesn't seem to bother him. I thought he might have chewed it off. So anyway, we're going to try him with Sexy Time as soon as he's finished that locust. And see if we can make baby mantis. More baby mantis. Oh God. Which Claire can make me stickers for. So, yeah. Have another one. Come on, hurry up. I'm taking a well-earned break here. This is the part where if I'm waiting for something, I'll sit down with a cup of tea or a Coke. And generally, there's always something to do to fill the day. You know what it is. Could be anything from like suddenly, well, I went for him, I fed cockroaches, some fish stew, springtails. I've fed these nymphs. I've fed some millipedes. My God, it's hammering it down. So we get thunder and lightning in a second. I'm contemplating. Oh no, he's on his last. He's on his last taco, as it were. So look. So what? Unbelievable. Weather is unbelievable in this country. It's honestly, it's now snowing / hailstoning. I think I've just heard thunder. Yeah. Yeah? Did I? Yeah. So this weather's mental. Anyway, I was going to say plans for this room. I've got a lot more shelving to put up. There's some more shelving going in that corner over there, which will contain, sit down for this, tarantulas, or at least spiders and true spiders and a few tarantulas for the wife. Not happy about that, but what can you do? I don't mind the true spiders. So I'm going to be getting some velvets. I did want green link spiders, but I can't seem to find anybody who breeds them out there. But I did want some of those. I would also like some of those cute wolf spiders that Jeremy had. I like those. They were pretty beefy. I'd like to have a crack at breeding them as well. So that's just my spiders, and we intend to get some more jumpers. I did speak to somebody about jumping spiders, but I speak to so many people in a day, you would not believe it. Like at least 100 people every single day, and it's people asking about mantis, asking what mantis I've got, asking what's in, buying mantis, or generally just sending me messages on Discord or on Instagram. Do you have this? Have you got that? How do you do this? And at the end of the day, I'm forgetting who I spoke to be honest with you. And I didn't spoke to someone. I think it's called Amy. I think she was called Amy. I can't. It might have been in Scott's chat. So if anybody knows her, somebody who brings jumping spiders on Scott's chat, possibly called Amy. She said she had some slings and she was waiting for them to grow on a bit. So the idea was to get some of them and do some jumping spider breeding as well. We have one up there. I don't even know what it is. What I can know is that, or I've got a video of it somewhere with being unboxed. If you got it at a show, or she did got it at the show at the same time, when Mark kindly gives us an LP. And so, yeah, they're up there. I've got some ants up there as well. I've got 3 lots of ants up there, which I've got to admit, the 2 of them, one of them is really good, the messers, the ones that eat the seeds. They're fun to watch. But the other 2, I'm sort of like waiting for something to happen. I'm waiting for them to go on. So I think ants are one of them things where unless you're going to buy a massive colony to start, it's definitely something you can't have as a fad. You've got to get them with the future in mind. You've got to think to yourself, right, I've got ants. It's going to be 10 years before I've got a decent colony, but it's not. They tell me about a year. I've had one of them for 6 months. I've still only got one worker and one queen. So I don't know. And the other one, I've had a couple of months. I've got maybe 4 workers and a queen, which just started laying eggs. So I don't know about the ants. I'll have to. I'm still out with the ants. I'm still maybe not. But the messes that I got from Baz Ants, they're pretty cool. He must have sent me 100. A colony with the queen and about 100 workers, and there was crap loads of eggs. So I had fun. I just put them in one of these jars, and I filled it like almost to the top with substrate. Put the test tube in with the ants, and they all come out of it. Dug tunnels all the way around it. Move their eggs in one place, seeds in another, and you just sprinkle bird seed on the top every now and then, and they come up, grab it, and take it down. I mean, it's not exactly a tarantula takedown or a mantis takedown, but it's still fun to, sit there and watch them for a minute, because they're not as paranoid about the light and that. You can put a light right over them and have a stare at them, and they'll just carry on doing whatever they do because they're not afraid of anything. But they was interesting. But the others I'm still waiting for. And to be honest, I've got a dull feeling coming on with them. They're a bit drab, a bit like this screen. And I don't know about ants. Not too sure. I think I'm bending towards the spiders more than the ants at this point, which is something I never thought I'd ever say. Here, I have a large Exoterra, and I've got a pump for a waterfall or a stream or whatever, and I want to make this into a paludarium. I have had so many ideas of what I can put in it, and I like some, don't like the others. If anyone's got any suggestions what the hell I can put in a paludarium that isn't an amphibian, I do not want amphibians. I do not want reptiles. I do not want anything but inverts, crustaceans, arthropods, basically, in there. So if anyone's got any arthropod ideas, I can put in here. I'm looking at, they're called triops in the water, and probably shrimps, because my mate Leon's breeding shrimps, and he says he's going to send me some. And I don't care what colour they are; they can be just green or brown. It doesn't really matter, does it? As long as it moves. I was considering mantis in the top, because I found the cryptic mantis so far. I won't say they can live together as a communal, but I will say they're less likely to chase each other and rip each other's faces off than other mantis so far that I've found. I might consider putting a large area and putting 3 or 4 in to see what happens. The females are generally psychopathic. The males, pretty timid, they'll fly away at anything, so they're fairly safe. Even like the babies, when they come out as eggs, they come out as eggs, come out as nymphs, they come out and they go close to each other and they'll run away. They'll both run in different directions. It's not one chasing the other. They actually run away from each other. So to touch a leg, like, oh God, and they both jump. So they're fairly safe. It's one of the safest ones. I can leave them in a jar. If they actually one of these jars, I can leave them in the jar for a week if they've got food and not worry that they're going to eat each other. Whereas I couldn't do that with like your white mantis or your curly eyes. They just eat each other after a few days. Well, when the food run out or when they thought their brother or sister was bigger than the food. Because of nutters. Is Steve still there, Will? Will? Yeah. Is Steve still there?
Steve?
Yeah?
I think so.
Is he? I'm getting a bigger delay bathroom than I am from this. That's saying.
He said he left.
Hey?
He said, I left.
Oh, yeah. See, this is the sort of thing that we just find like about in the garden, Steve. It's called moss. I know you don't have it in Michigan. But that's the sort of thing we have everywhere. It's like swathes and swathes of massive amounts of this gear. I picked the wrong bag up, and this is the only piece they had in it. But I've got one with tons of this gear in it. So my plan was to do something with this in the Paludarium. And I'm having a tank down there, a big tank, which will be 1, 2, 3, about a meter wide by 600 mil, which is to normal people, that's 3v2. Probably 2.5 foot tall. I don't know what that is in millimeters. Sorry. I don't do French unless I'm in France. Right, I think he's finished, and if he's not, I'm gonna take it off him anyway. Or shall I leave you with it? Do you want to stay with that, mate? Do you want to stay with that? Yeah. He's eating that like an ice cream. He's like, or it would be if you had a tongue. Yes, he's got a tongue. Sorry, sorry. Yeah. Ah. Yeah, sure you can, Steve. I don't know. If I cross over to YouTube, it sort of freezes for me, or it freezes for you. I don't know which. It just goes mental if I cross over for YouTube. I'm wondering if I can do it on here, actually. No, because I'm logged in on a different account on there, so it's not worth me messing about. But yeah, the next thing I'll do is definitely make this girl. I've waffled on, waiting for him to eat, basically. That's the reason why I was waffling on. There's no other reason for it. She's got to see. He's on the other. Oh. Do as you're told, girl. Come on. Come on. There's a bloody Chinese mantis. She's too big to go in an enclosure. I ain't got one spare for her. And yet, she won't behave. What have we got here? I'll leave you alone because you. We got any on here? Here we go. Come on. Now, Luke. You've got to love these guys. What are you doing? Everyone loves these guys. These are seriously. I keep them away from her. Come on with it. Nice Sony to sort this out. Everyone loves these guys. These are. Stand in front of that. Does that make any difference? No, it isn't, is it? These are the Paraphasma schulti, and they're really quick. That one I just dropped then is already halfway up my leg. Where's she going? These are really quick, and I'll have these available soon. Everyone absolutely goes crazy for them. I sold so many of these last year; it was unbelievable. She's up my leg now, on the floor. Come here, babe. Come on. No. Here she is. There she goes. The crits off. I absolutely love these guys. They're the only phasmid that I've kept. The rest I let go. Go in there. Come in. The males are really quick. They're super cute now. Oh my god, 26 degrees in here. I don't know what that is in English, Steve. Sorry about that, but it's 26 in here, which is basically bloody warm because it's quite sticky in here. I'm gonna give these guys a go. And I wish I could get the camera a little bit closer on these rather than on me. In fact, I'm going to try that. I'm going to try and move the table up with the laptop on and see if I can do that. Let's see. not even sure. Oh no, she's too bloody high, isn't she? It's so sad that you can't zoom in with a webcam. If you could, it'd be awesome. Now, basically, what I've got here is one big fat female. I normally wouldn't have her this fat. As I say, she mated a month ago. She's only eaten once since. But what happens is they produce the foam inside the body. And that's really, she's not fat, as in eating too much. But she is refusing to lay an ooth. So I don't know why. But I'm guessing it's because the male I mated her with was too young. And he wasn't ready. But I was afraid, because I got this one off somebody else, a friend of mine's, and I didn't know how old she was. So I was very anxious and rushed into mating her, which is something you should never do. But if you don't know any numbers, sometimes you got to rush in. Are you going to finish that? Oh, something better for you here, mate. Let's see how she reacts. Let me put you on a plant. Go on. Now he still wants to eat. I see if I stand here, you can see him better. He's my black. There he is. He's still eating a bit of locust here. And he wasn't happy about me doing that. Yeah. You see him doing that. Yeah, get off the brush. Oh, now he wants to kill the brush. There you go. Go on, eat locust. He's very perky, this guy, so with a bit of luck. Are you going to eat that? He's still eating it. He's not letting that go at all for anybody. What I'm going to do when he's finished, I'm going to give her a locust. It's only going to be a small one. Where are you going, you? Have you? You finished, haven't you? Now you want to eat this, don't you? Right. This is your chance. If you're not quick before she eats this, right? Let's test her. Got this. What's this? Oh. She's eyeing him up there. She spotted the locust. There you go. We'll grab that in a second. Yep, she got it. And now he spotted her. Just stop it. Around here. Now, sometimes, very rare, the male will go for the female. Let me go. He's a bit paranoid though. Yeah, he's very paranoid because she's a big girl. Yeah, he's not going to. I don't know if you can see it there. He's turning around and giving him the eye. And he's completely bottling it. Go on, girl. Over here. Oh, yeah. There you go. And normally you can sort of maneuver them with the brush. Oh well. Very gently stroking the ends of the feet will make them pick up and move. And it's not a case of just pushing them. You really gently stroke the ends of the feet and they will pick up. Come on, Gil. That's the one. Cool. And now she's going too high, so what I'm going to do is tilt this camera. Don't you do anything dumb along the way. And she watched me do that. Yeah, now she's just climbing up to see. Come on, mate. Come on. Come on. Sometimes not a good idea, but using your hand as the barrier. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm doing this to stop him seeing that she's there, but it takes a little time to register. He went for me. Come on, it's all right, girl. It's all right. Come. Come. Give that. Give that. Locust. Come on. Get your butt around here. Come on. Your ass around here.
They are suggesting you sing for them to set the mood.
Yeah. I don't know any very well, unfortunately.
But then they said, no, it's better not, then they were scared.
This guy is not ready. He's not up for it at all. Right, you got there on that plan. Guess what? Here's one I made earlier. This is another male that I just happen to have lying around on a plant. So, come on, Gil. Don't give me that look. Don't give me that look. Come. Here. Get yourself in a nice position. That's it. Come here, you. Oh, don't do anything dumb. Nothing dumb. She'll take your face off rather than look at you. Come on. Round here a little. Round here a little. He seems to be less of a nervy chap. It's not always a good idea. Dude, what are you doing? Look. I don't think he spotted her because she's a bit. Yeah. If you notice when I touch her back, you might see some wing flicking. Let's see if I can get in here. If she doesn't see wing flicking, it means get off. I'm not up for it. Yeah, she's wing flicking. So she's not happy about the idea. So it's probably best to leave them and give them another go tomorrow. Hence the reason why I did a tiny locust. So that there was a chance I could do it again tomorrow. I do have another female. Assistant. That's you, Lo. There's no way that Simba is going to. She's wing flicking. Could you bring me another female African, please? So I'm going to try again with a different one. Come here, you mate. Come here. Do you? You can stay there. Don't get any mad ideas. I'm going to put you over here on this. So look at her. She jiggy with it. Yeah. Come on. Come on, babe. Come on. Don't put too close to them. You are so much smaller. So much smaller than this girl. This one had a dodgy molt. I don't think you can see there. Her wings are proper messed up. I'm not even sure she'll be on me. On here, mate. Go on there. You say that plan. What I'm going to do is let this one finish, and then I'm going to swap them. You can go back on your plant and go back up there, and I'll swap. You get a new lady, and this new lady can. And massive locust. Here we go. Massive locusts. Have you finished? Do me a favor. Don't bite me. Go. Go on. Go. Good girl. His wings flick at me now. Come on. Come on. Come on off there. Good girl. And you go on to that plant there. Drink. Do you want a drink? There you go. Now, what I'm going to do? Now, stop. Escape, you locust. You made a run for it, darling. You did. I'm not sure this one will be a mate. As I said, because of her wings. Who's this? What's this? What's this? Can you see that? What's this? If that makes one move, he's gone. There you go. And there's his chance. There's his chance. And the hope is that she and her silly wings won't get in the way. Because he needs to put his arms around her, let's call them shoulders. He's considering it. And he's on. He's on. He's struggling to get hold of her because of. But he's on. He's on there. Her wings are pushing him. He's about an inch away there from where he should be. So, unless he can pull, you better have a big one, mate, and stretch that round, because if you haven't, you're never getting that in. Yeah. I mean, there's always a chance of cutting the wings off, but don't want to do that really if I can help it. Oh, he's having a go. He's having a go. You could help him out here, sweetheart, by... Go on, push back. This is the scary part. This is where she could get irritated and do some hooking back and grabbing hold of him. So that's the scary part. Also, the part is I can't see what's going on. But normally I'd be able to walk around the other way and have a look. I can't. But yeah, he's on there. So he's definitely up for it. He's about 6-7 weeks old. So this would be a good pairing. And she's about 10 weeks old. Again, like I said, the problem being her wings. Why? She's leaning back like this, which means that the ventral opening is pointing down that way, and he's pointing that way. So what she needs to do is lean forward. So I'm going to try and encourage her to lean forward without her getting nasty about it, which is pretty difficult, trust me. Come on, sugar. Come on. Come on. There, he's taking advantage of me moving her. Go on, good lad. Go on, get in there. Come on. Now he's watching the brush, thinking it's something. We have a bit of a twig here. Let's get out of your way. Get out of the way. There you go. If she moves around a little bit, we should be able to get her. Is he going to try? He's going to try, I think, and she's stopped eating, so. Yep, there she is. Back stuff in her face. If he connects, all well and good. You can sort of pretty much relax after that point. He's watching it very, very intently. I wish you could see what I can see. In fact, I might video it on my phone quick. And then yeah, he's can't get a decent focus. Oh my god, this window. Yeah, I can't get a decent focus on that. Is he connecting? No, he's not even moving. I think that this branch here is in the way. She's really got her abdomen on it. If she gets chunky enough, and they do connect, I usually expect an ooth within the week. But what I want him to do, or her to do, is move around a little. Come on. He's struggling to get a hold because of the crazy wings. Okay. He's trying now. He's trying now. You have to bend round. It's hard to call it a penis. I don't know what it is. Bend round the end of the abdomen and connect into the ventral opening and lock in. It's the same as stick insects and other things like that. It's similar. I can't see that he's locked in there. I can see he's bent round. I can't see if he's locked in. I don't think he has yet. This is what you call life pairing. She's actually tilting herself up. So hopefully she's doing that on purpose. His leg is in the way, I think. Okay, can you imagine if you did this at home and you got commentary, when you was, let's say, performing, and somebody was standing over you with a paintbrush commenting. Probably some kind of kink that somewhere out there on the internet. And if not, I just invented it. So if you want to come round and comment with my paintbrush while you're on the job, just let me know. Yes, trying now. There he goes. There he goes. There he goes. He's giving it a try. This is where the paintbrush comes in handy, just in case. She might go psycho. I don't think so, though. I think she's quite happy and obsessed with that locust. And for the record, I don't know if anyone's watching, but is he in? I think he is. Usually takes 15-20 minutes before he gets around to slipping it in, as it were. And then once he's in there and he gets comfortable, anywhere between 10 and 16, 18 hours. So if she's very comfortable, she'll leave him alone. And because this is a big area and an open space and not a tiny enclosure, he'll just finish and then probably just fly backwards. You normally fly towards the light, so what would happen if I got to bed and left him, I'll just turn it round so he's towards the window. And when he's done, he'll probably fly that way at the window. And she'll just stay there. But she's really making this hard work. I'm going to try and make this easier. Come on, go. Come on. There we go. Isn't that better? For both. You stopped eating, haven't you? Yeah. Sis. Right. The ventricle openings that way. He's not in. I can see it now. You should be able to get in there. And all I'll do now is hang around and wait. When she comes to the end of that, I will swap her lockers for a new one. And you should have plenty of time to connect without being too much of a problem. Just so sad that these webcams don't have a zoom function. I did discuss this yesterday. I was on a podcast yesterday, and I was talking about how to breed them. And I was saying that you need patience in one of these. So it seemed like a good idea. The fact that I had to pair some today, that I might as well go live. The rest of the feeding, the other stuff, was just the fact that I have to do that anyway. I might as well do it on camera. I've still got another 30 to feed today. That's not too bad. 10 minutes job. And I've left the lid off the aphids, and it's just this massive aphids around the lip. I'll have to sort that out. Are you getting in there, mate, or what? Come on. Normally, you can encourage them. What you got to do, he's just hanging on. He's basically hanging on for dear life, and he can only get one of his raptors around his shoulder because of her wings. The way she's molted, her wing, one of the wings is like stuck up. And normally they put the raptors around each shoulder. Here we go. Here we go. He's having a go. He's having a go. The wings are in the way. This is quite difficult. He's oh yeah, I don't know how he's doing that. God, man, I wish I could do that. Evidently, this guy can do it round corners. This is the scary part. If his antenna touches her face, it might irritate her, and then she'll see him as lunge rather than. He is trying to get round a wing, but he's really struggling. Here he goes. Here he goes. He's going to have to go side on here, I think. He's really determined. Yeah, he's well determined. He's almost there. So we're going to assist. Right, she seems to be doing okay. If you could see his little face, he's intent on watching it ripping that locust apart. He's just watching every movement of her arms and her mouth. And you can see that he's ready to just push off at any time if she turns around. He's like, I'm out of here, mate. Sorry, dude. I have to look. He's having a real tough time because of the wing shapes. Come on, dude. Go on, let's try again. This bit can take absolutely ages. I do have a few little tricks to encourage them to speed it up, but unfortunately, that the camera is in the way of where I need to be. But as long as he connects before she finishes food. Ah, he's let go of her shoulders completely now. He's hovering. Just so he can lean back a bit more. He's figured it out. He's twitched at the end like that, thinking, where the hell is it? We should be able to get there now, I think. So difficult to tell. I had a macro somewhere here. I can't see whether come on, dude. This may look mental. Not actually touching him. But it sometimes encourages him to hurry up. As does a light breeze. Come on, dude. I know it's your first time now, but come on. Should be over now, in fact. Mine was. Go on, you've got a while. He's so fixated on what she's doing. He's very, very paranoid. I'm here, mate. Wingman. Paintbrush. Go on, you can do it. He's actually got hold of her wings with one of his back legs, and he's ruffled them up. I'm afraid of moving it because he's not held onto the shoulders with the raptors. So if I move this, he might just want to whiz off, and then it's starting again, and I don't want to do that. I think under normal circumstances, if she didn't have them wings, he would have already been in. So it's quite annoying. Okay, there's green fly everywhere. It's about time I sorted them out, I think. Can you two be trusted? Well, I sort these green fly out. What do you reckon? Probably not. I'll have to anyway. They all want green flies. So I reckon we eat green flies. Ghost mantis. Doesn't eat anything that's tiny. So, pick a random ghost mantis that isn't shedding or anything. This guy will do. I can't stand these things, ghost mantis. I really do the head in. Really do. So difficult to feed most of the time. So yeah, quick. See if they're doing okay. How do you fancy all these green fly? Right, can have all the ones on the lid. So I'm getting all on my desk. There you go. Tons of them in there. The ghost mantis will quite happily eat these. And I can put the lid back on here. Get those out of the way. Bon appetit. Got everything done. think it's about time I interfered. Where's the wings? Yes, definitely is. There you go, mate. That's going to be easier. Come on. Sometimes shadows. There you go. Bit of a shadow. You think something's going on. I'm guessing at this point that shadows work because, as I say, he's doing it again now. Because he thinks it's another male mantis hanging around, wanting a bit and steal his woman. Again, as soon as I give a kind of a shadow or some movement in the background, he starts to. He's going to try again in a stupid. If he come to this side, he could have got it. Because the wings are all flopped to that side. Now he's a mile away. Absolute mile away. What? There's someone come at the door then, stuck the face round, and had a look at me like I was mental because I'm in here talking to myself. I'll do that anyway, but never mind. Shh. Mate, you're on the wrong side. Let's make it easy for you. I put the wings down, you go to the other side. What are you doing? Oh, he's trying. He's got it everywhere and he's missing every time. Go on. Get it in. Do the business. No. So try again now. He has literally got that bent back like an S. And that's some party trick, that. That is some serious party trick. Right, she's coming close to the end of that locust, which puts you in danger, mate. So what you've got to do is get that in before she finishes. Otherwise, you're on the menu. Let's remove that option. That's a lot of ages to eat, and you're still not connected. How annoying is that? There we go. Okay, locusts everywhere. What's going on? I have several locusts in my hands. It's a locust juggler. Get in there. Right. None of you want to volunteer? Yeah, he's on one side and he's going this side. So what I'm going to do, this side, pal. This side. There you go, this side. Yeah, she's not impressed. She's not impressed at all. Okay, what's this? There you go, we're going to get... Oh, I didn't have a chance to. I was going to say, I'll move here so you can see. And she's already nailed that locust, so... That might make it easier for him. Let me see. I'm going to really interfere here. It's not something I advise. But I'm going to interfere big time. Come on, mate. Come on. You're never going to get in if you don't get around that side. There you go. That's it. You get your arm around there. Go on. So look. Yeah, you can get that. So what you got to do really when you make them is make sure that she's fixated on dinner. He's almost there. No, that's a belly button, mate. That's a belly button, pal. You're too high. Too high. Down a bit. Down a bit. Come on. Down a bit. You move your wings. You aren't risking it there, mate. You must really, really, really want it. If she decides your dinner, mate, there's not much I can do about that, the way you are. You're almost kissing her ear. And that's... Right. He's nowhere near her where he should be. Absolutely nowhere near. Come on, down a bit, mate. Down a bit. That's the one. You touch the top of his head there, his little Bacillus, his eye. He's got a little eye on the top. If you ever noticed, you've got an eye here. If you slightly gently touch that, you know, put his head to her back. I don't know if you can see that. We'll put her head right down to her back.
Diana and Shady are very amused.
Oh, right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Keep that mantis pecker up, mate. Go on. Go on. Go! Oh, you pulled it out again. What are you doing, pal? What? Get in there. Oh, he's slightly to the right. He's slightly to the right. Go on, it's near a corner. He's got to get a corner. Go on. She's not helping you, is she, doing that? Oh, he's back to the belly button. You're about as much use as a chocolate teapot, mate. Tyler. Down a bit, down a bit. Come on, you hit the bullseye. So she's fascinated with that locust. Come on. Oh, so close. You're so close, mate. So close. So close. And he's at it. He's at the finals. Push. Liliana. Would you do me a favour? Bring me my macro lens. It's on the desk, please, next to my keyboard. I'm struggling to see. I think he's in. I think he scored, which with a bit of luck will result in tiny African mantis. Cheers. I have to check this because I'm blind as a blind thing. So, got my macro on. In fact, what can I do without macro? Yeah, he's in. Good boy. A good girl for eating his face off. But anyway, that is the crap that I have to go through all the time just to provide you guys with little tiny mantis. So I'm going to let her have another one when she's done. And I'll show you another trick that I use. Again, I'm in the wrong place. I have to go and get something. Very important. Something. Don't eat your space. Right? Are still going ahead? That's a good sign. Okay. This is sticky and it's ants candy. It's I know there's quite a few of them. I get this one from Tom at Ants and Rock. It's like a sugar water, and obviously this one has leaked and it's very sticky. And basically, what I do, I thought this had a push lid. What am I doing? No, because you've got another minute or two, mate. What I do, it's very, very sticky. I used to use honey. Now this is easier. I put a little bit on locust and on her legs. Only a bit, not a lot. Not bending it up. Sticky now. Brush, always need the brush there. Neil tells me that people are still there. I can't believe people are still there, but thanks for being there. I hope I'm entertaining you in some respect. Or at least giving you some information. Where was it? Oh yeah, ant candy. Now what I do, I put the ant candy or the honey. He got paranoid then when she did that. She just moved her head down. He got well paranoid. He thought his days was over. And he's nicely connected. Once she tastes that ant candy on there, they go absolutely nuts for it. Anything sweet, they'll go nuts for. And that keeps her seriously well entertained with that. I need to call it a roach, that locust. And he's pretty safe as long as she's got that. And now she's got it over her legs. So even when she's finished, she'll spend like an hour just like cleaning herself and licking the ant candy off her legs. And more often than not, she'll spend another hour licking the back. Who's moving you there? Oh, I thought he was going at it then, but evidently not. It's her. Ah! Somebody just bought a mantis. Good. Let's hope that's another one. Now, I normally sit with them. Why are you so nervous? I normally sit with them now for the 10 or 12 hours. And I really never leave them. I constantly got this in between me fingers for all that time. Oh, that's disgusting, girl. That's just vile. Just got insides and yeah, it's all right, mate. It's not you. She's trying to eat. He's really paranoid. Every time she moves her head, he's a bit on the scared side, which I don't blame him. But she is a bit uneasy because of her bad molt. Luckily, a raptor's and a bat leg's fine. If you've got bad molt with the wings, it just means they're not going to fly. And let's be honest, mantis and flying is like an oxymoron because they just don't. It's more of a controlled drop. It's not even a glide, it's a drop. It is for females anyway. And when they get to this sort of size, now she's had 2 locusts, hasn't she? I'm going to let her have another one. But when they get to this size, there's most of the time they don't even want to move, let alone fly. And that the one I tried first is giving me a dirty look now. You had your chance, girl. I'm getting a really, really nasty, dirty look off her. You won't believe it. I can see her looking at me going, dickhead. Oh, yeah. Hey. Yeah. But this is the story of my life. It's great. I love it. I love every minute of it. It's absolutely awesome. There's nothing better. They say, like, you know, in this day and age, people are depressed and they're miserable and they get anxious. Get something like this and throw yourself into it and your time into it and concentrate on it. And honestly, you'll get all your faculties back at some point. I mean, I'm okay. I've never suffered with anything like that, but I can understand. I think the reason I probably never suffer with it is because I do this. Very, very little gets me down or makes me miserable. Because I think I've always got something to do. I didn't go to. Last night I went to bed and then I got up because of my neck. I was in agony all night. And I went back to bed about 9 o'clock this morning. But when I got up, I came and sat in here. And I put some nymphs on the table and I was feeding them fruit flies, just and watching them for a change. And I didn't even think about it, even though it was actually hurting. I didn't even think about that because I was watching the nymphs. Like generally playing with animals, and it really, whatever's wrong with you, animals make it better. Basically, there's no 2 ways about that. I don't care who you are. Animals definitely make it better, especially these guys. And I'm not too sure about tarantulas. I don't know how they make it better. I mean, because you never see them. But with these guys, because I think there's so much interaction with them. I mean, if anyone gets a mantis, I suggest you don't just put it in its enclosure and then just feed it every few days. Get the goddamn thing out. Put it on your hand, play with it. Give it a bit of ant candy now and again. Feed it by hand, with your fingers, not with tweezers. Please. These are non-venomous, non-poisonous, or poisonous. They are one of the cleanest animals on the planet. There is no reason whatsoever you shouldn't be offering them food with your hand. I've been bitten by a horse, giving it sugar cubes. I risk that. A lot of people risk that, and they can take your fingers off. And yet we're scared of little things like this. They do hurt though. The bigger mantis, the shield mantis, when they get the, it's not biting you. They don't hurt biting you. It's the raptors, the spines on the raptors, and they wrap around your finger, and it pushed them in. Why are you tapping? You're already in, mate. He's watching her with so much paranoia. She knows something I don't know, pal. I doubt it. I've done this more times than you have. You get the myth where the female always heats the male's head. And they say this happens more in captivity. And it probably does, because from what I know of other breeders, they'll tend to get a tank like this. They'll chuck a female in and then chuck a male in behind her somewhere and then wander off. She's actually licking under her neck here. My best bet. And then they'll just bugger off and leave them. And the male approaches and she'll just rip them apart. It's this stage where you've got to be careful. Once they've connected and she's full, she should just sit there and accept what's happening, basically, until it isn't. That's the normal state of affairs anyway. You can get the odd psychopath, but this has been free roaming with us as a pet, this one. I keep the broken ones. Like as I say, this one's got dodgy wings. She had a bad molt and had dodgy wings, so she instantly became a pet, which means she gets to stay out of an enclosure. She's constantly out all the time. The Chinese mantis is a pet because I've only got one. So it's not a breeding option. So it becomes a pet. And we haven't named her yet. She gets a different name from things on the Chinese menu every time I speak of her. It's probably a bit racist, that, isn't it? I mean, she's been called Egg Foo Young and you name it. How much of that have you got left? Oh. You're having fun there, pal. This is Horace. He was also a pet because he's a bit dodgy and all. I got these as I3 nymphs. I got a box full of them. Stop being paranoid, man. I got a box full of them in January. And 7, I think I had. 8 with that one. 4 of them very, very quickly matured to males. And the other 3 were females. This one, which got this bad molt for the wings. Another one that hasn't even bothered molting. She should have molted long ago, but she hasn't done. And another one that just died for no apparent reason whatsoever. An I5, and she just died. It was fine one day, woke up the next morning, she was on the bottom dead.
Diana is asking how long do they take to lay the eggs, and I said 4 to 8 weeks, but I'm not.
How long do they take to lay the eggs after this? Well, the egg's called an ootheca, but because she's chunky, if she's chunky monkey like this one now, because I fed her up when she's mating, it will probably take 3 to 4 days, and she will lay an ootheca. That would be standard, 3 to 4 days. And depending how warm it is, it's usually about 4 to 6 weeks. I'd say 6 weeks more than anything before hatch. So from now, you're looking, if she laid an egg, you've got me saying egg now. She laid a new Thika this week. Earlier this week, you're looking at the end of July before you've got mantis nymphs. The next ones I'm going to be pairing will be ghost mantis. I might do the same as I've done here. Now, I've heard ghost mantis are a lot easier to pair. Believe it or not, this is the first time I've ever had ghost mantis, because I've never liked them. They're dickheads, basically. You go to feed them and they don't want it. They want things with wings. If it hasn't got any wings, they just don't want it, and they just look at you like you're a moron. You can spend more time feeding the ghost. They're all ghost mantis, them up there. So I've got a good selection for breeding. So if you have the same situation I got here before, where the male and female didn't want to have a go, I just got another male and female, and we'll go with those and see until we get a good match. And this one that I put back is just sat on the top of this plant staring at these two. That could be you. You could have starred in this. You could have been a palm queen, but no. That's nasty, didn't you? Well. Yeah, ghost will be next, and then it shall be dead leaves, I think. We're on dessicatas after them. So ghosts, dessicatas, and then probably spiny flowers. And then the plan would be giant rainforest, budwings. I had to think what they were called. Paris Vandel. I might try and get hold of if anybody is watching and you've got a male sub-adult or adult Chinese mantis, then I'm very interested if you've got a spare one. Because this is going to be a girl, I've only got the one. A girl, female, and I've only got the one. So I would like to breed those. That would be nice. And also zebras, zebrata, or mantis zebrata. I've got one of those now, which is a female. I'm after males. I think Mitch at the Universe probably has that. I think that's where I got that from, actually. Yeah, I think it was Mitch at Sheffield show, Tom's show. And I have a Neomantis Caffra up there, which is the springbok mantis, and it's a female, and they're supposed to be parthenogenic. So she's only been adult for a couple of weeks. We shall see. Volunteer. We have a volunteer. He was queuing up. And that will be, looking at the size of her, the last one I can give her. I don't want to make her overfeed her. She will lose a lot of it. She will turn the protein from the locust, she will turn that into her egg sac, as you like, the Uthika, the foam in the Uthika. And this little guy will be dinner. You're going to be the Uthika. Sorry, pal. It's terrible because I find it's awfully cute. I also find the Dubia Ruch is cute and the red one is cute. So unless they're going to all eat fruit flies, I'm screwed, really. Oh, you messy Jimmy kid. Every time she dismantles it and pulls a bit off it and it drops, he gets paranoid. Here we go. I'll stand here this time before I do it. Here we go. She is seriously watching that. He's climbed up here. So what I'm going to do is turn it round. If you can see her face. Oh dear God. Here it comes. Here it comes. Oh yeah, that's right. And she got it. And she's now kicking away there. You can't really see it anyway. I wish you could, but you can't. I mean, maybe if I could bring him a bit closer. I just don't want to go too far away because I need to be, just in case something stupid happens. I don't think it will. I think we're past stupid now.
We can see.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I've just been informed. Yeah, you can see. Yeah, and that's basically it for about 8 to 10, 12, 14 hours, however long they want to go at it for. He will, or he should, when they've finished, he will probably, under normal circumstances, be grabbing her shoulders, have his raptors, his ends of his raptors, where the tasks are, and he'll have them round the shoulders, and he will put his head to the back of a pronotum and a neck, and then he will pull out very, very slowly. Now that's the point where it becomes risky for him, because she could suddenly decide, hey, I've not eaten enough. I fancy a bit of mantis. So that's when I usually stick around for him. You can pretty much ignore him between now and then. But if he gets lucky, sometimes they beat me to it and he just pulls out and flies off quick. They've done that quite a few times. I'm usually a bit of a helicopter parent with them, though. I'm usually always here, hovering around and making sure he survives. But they have beat me to it on quite a few occasions where he's just pulled out and sodded off. And I'm going to get my brush because I don't want to use my finger. You may have noticed so far, I've been here quite a while now, and my old man bladder is still holding on. And I'm drinking tea and Coke. I'm doing pretty well. Tasty. Yeah. That was a fly larva, wasn't it? What the hell? Oh, it's the locust trying to get away. She's actually holding on to that locust with her arm like that. And the locust, but dear life, is trying to climb up the branch. She's not actually eating that one yet. She's just holding it. She's just finishing the other one off. I mean, this to me, this is the sort of thing you can't do with a tarantula. You don't get the same interaction. That, grab the food into the hole, gone. But this sort of stuff. Yeah, I've seen a few Shady's videos. I don't know if she's still there. I can't see the chat. I saw a few Shady's videos where she's paired up spiders, and it seems to be a doddle, to be honest with you. And it's like, here's a spider, here's another spider. Wait, right, we're off.
Cheese.
Oh, right. So, hi, Shady, you are. It seems complete doddle towards mantis because mantis takes so long connected that's a really heavy deal, as it were. But yeah, they should be fine now. We should have mantis nymphs, I'm guessing, in about a month or so. A month and a half, we should have mantis nymphs from these guys. Unfortunately, he won't be with us. She might be. He definitely won't. He's quite old. Like I say, all the others have died apart from the duffer I tried before. And this guy. So, won't be long before I have 2 empty pots instead of 1. One of the others passed away last night. which I was expecting. That's why I have to do this today. Otherwise, this is where the brush comes in handy. She has just twisted, and it looks like she's pulled it out. Oh no, she hasn't. She hasn't. That would have pissed me off. Right. You know, you're giving him paranoia complex, love. Go on. He's getting a paranoia complex there. Oh. He's absolutely terrified. That's how I feel, mate. That's exactly how I feel. Bloody women. Terrifying, aren't they, mate? But yeah, apart from that, this is pretty much it now for 10 or 12 hours. So stick them aside. I can get on with something else. I just want to see her finish that. And once she's finished that, she's cleaned her legs. If she just sits back onto the branch and quite happy and doesn't try to grab him, then they will be fine. Job done, really. I'm going to be picking out some of my nymphs today and decide what I'm keeping and what I'm selling. I might do a flash sale for my cryptics because I have a hell of a lot of them, and I've got more booths up here for cryptics. So I've got like over 100 there will be. I've got over 200 there in pots. So well, I think that's it. I'm going to call it a day and let these guys get on with it. But if you was here, thanks for watching. It wasn't in particular for anybody to watch. It was just a test StreamYard, and I figured I'd just do this because I was doing this anyway. But yeah, thanks if you did come. I'll see you later on maybe a proper stream. See you later. Bye.